Testing. Check. 1, 2. Yes. Tuning in to another episode of Sound Check. Yep. Salute to everyone tuning in live and direct over here. My name is RHETTMATIC. Represent Beat Junkie Sound. Of course, got to bring in my Beat Junkie brother, the Wax Fondler, the one they called D Styles.
Yo, what's good, Rhett?
What's up, D?
It's cracking.
Rain, that's what's cracking.
A lot of rain, I know, right?
Man, we're getting hit over here in the West Coast.
Yeah, but it's all good. We need the rain, man. We need the rain.
We do need the rain, but I know we're sick of the rain. Well, you don't go out, so you just stay home.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I actually like the rain. I feel like the rain kind of sets up the mood to stay home and just work on music. You know what I mean? Make beats.
Yeah, no,
do something creative.
Well, for you, it's perfect for you. I know you get motivated to make some dark shit. So I'm stabbing the guts music shit.
Yeah, I think that's why like where I grew up in the northern Cali, like in the Bay, like it got real foggy, like because I was living in Daly City for a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
And there it gets really foggy. Yeah. Barely any sun. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. But, yeah, hey man, we got a great show tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, our special guest tonight is the one and only SKYZOO and the producer duo, the other guys, and they got a new album out called Mind of a Saint. Yeah. It's pretty sick. So we're definitely going to be talking to them, but you know how we do. We're going to do a little tribute mix to set it off and stuff. So shouts to everyone that's in the chat room. I see Southern Vanguard Radio in the house, John Doe. I see Donnell Smokes in the house, Dirty Science. But yeah, let's. Are you drinking anything?
Just hot water.
Hot water?
Believe it or not.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, taking it easy tonight. You know what I mean?
All right, okay. But I expect you to get some drinks on when we might. Well, I'm not gonna spill the beans yet, but So let's get into this, man. Let's get into the mix, and we'll bring it back in. But go ahead and just chill in the green room, B. All right. So we're gonna do it like this, guys. Sound check. We'll do a tribute mix to SKYZOO and the other guys. Let's do it. Yeah.
slow my pacing. I've been running since it was written, and before the cap of days, and it was coming to age. Past the brothers who was older, cause their name on the grave. Ain't no answers to these trick questions. I quit stressing, counting blessings, but I'm still stretching. Really ain't no stay down. Don't fuck with no people who play rhyme. Keep your eyes open and play the hand that was chosen. Stay down. And while you keep your head to the sky, while we're here, let's do more than just get by. As you fly, stay down. Yeah, yeah. Don't put no limits on your mind, baby. Stay up on your grind, baby. Hey, yeah. Say a curse, a blessing in disguise. You gotta know how to start.
My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table, but bet I had a plate. My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table, but bet I had a plate. My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table, but bet I had a plate. My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table. My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table, but bet I had a plate. From where your ego could betray you unless you had a taste. They point like he broke from the stable and he went that away. Long way from all 56, but still proud of it. The wrong side of the tracks and the artifacts I'm colliding with. And I was just blessed with the gift of giving you code switch and hands dark enough to stick out and dig in the snow with. As true as every 8-ball passed around this mansion and every mirror is scraped off and the privilege it pays for. All the shit I came for, promises of better views. The thought of staring down the eyes on all this revenue, never blink, and turn all this shit into more than I could ever think. Not a stereotype that let me sink, let me link between where I'm from to where I'm placed at, and pray over this blizzard, I'ma whip up on my way back. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley, but who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley, but who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me, yeah. Top down on the vet with me is the passenger. Chauffeured all around these hills, but still ain't had enough. All I do is inspire you to see what a package does. Screaming front me your key with my heartbeat padded up. Had enough, so don't miss. And off of this, the way I add it up, I won't miss. I know a brick without having been introduced to one. Just smaller versions of baggies, but I'll maneuver one. Siamese 2 for 1. You know what I could do with one? This shit could be God's here. Prove to my people how much God cares. God's here, tell whoever I'm all ears. I heard every dollar fold, the key bag me. It feel like I was chose, adios. I grew up where we ain't never seen on no beach, but I could run on soft sand if I been Varine on the key. Like dance, baby. The heavy step we was fetching. It's your chance, baby. Follow suit on all this succession. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley, but who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley, but who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me. Blessings, innocence, 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 innocence.
Yo, I think these ladies want some real hip-hop.
Word.
Can't be skimming through these albums, man. You're missing everything, man. Everything.
Sound check.
Now if my pen quit moving the booth, you not see me yet. Y'all fool with the ghost more than the meat. Now if my pen quit moving the booth, you not see me yet. Y'all fool with the ghost more than the meat. Now if my pen quit moving the booth, you not see me yet. Y'all fool with the ghost more than the meat. Now if my pen quit moving the booth, you not see me yet. Now if my pen quit moving the booth, you not see me yet. Y'all fool with the ghost more than the mediums. Took a minute to win it, and now we Cleveland. Yeah, we both cooking, way different ingredients. I may never compete again. Extra peas, none of they bars catch a rep like these. Ask me about a trash rapper in my interviews. It's like you're intimidated by originals. I could be cynical, but shit's cyclical. In the interim, don't fuck rap, they tryna kick out citizens. If the villain vanilla, he less criminal. Listen, they'd rather brand niggas with a cattle prod. I'm competing with the Def Jam catalog. That goes for Onyx, LL, Run DMC. Well, that was only management, but y'all feeling me. Not the R&B niggas, but all of the spitters. I love old rap shit with all of the triggers. Move around with the brothers, the girls love us for trying to hop out of cars. I can see a random alleyway and know the city. So Diddy, the exterior is shifty. I count fingers with the German 3. All of you have heard of me. Laughs nervously.
I pay my dues, I play my roles, I made my moves. None of which include being fake for you. Everything it takes is everything I do. If I don't do it for myself, then I'ma do it for my crew. Everybody else get your cash up. I hit the stage, grab a mic, and get your hands up. Can't sit with us if you ain't stand up.
Yeah,
sorry,
this type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah.
Once again, you're checking out SOUNDCHECK. And we're doing special tribute mix to SKYZOO and the other guys.
SOUNDCHECK. This the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, 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 yeah. This type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this type of groove I can vibe to. This box by thing orbital. Pull up like dedicated though who you know and all that he knew with you. And loving memory, call us a living funeral. Dedicated though who you know and all that he knew with you. And loving memory, call us a living funeral. Dedicated though who you know and all that he knew with you. And loving memory, call us a living funeral. Dedicated though who you know and all that he knew with you. Dedicated though who you know and all that he knew with you. And loving memory, call us a living funeral. Cause yo, my learning curve was aiming at 22 with you. I'm looking at Lee, he looked at me like yo, you knew the rules. First time handshaking, the weight was unusual, but I caught me a shooter's groove. You know what shooting do. Now I'm the menace who do business in Roman numerals. First one to sell you a key while freaking a Rubik's Cube. Should've never gave me no library card and no tough uncle. Cause now I can blow through physics as quick as I gun butt you. I run muscle, bring me weight and I run double. I want double, trunk empty, gun muzzle. Keep it quiet like, still turn smokers to the riot type. Soda trimming fat, smoke a sack, coke diet right. How I caught a play, went to Oakland, got the science right. Bricks got the duffel bags looking like they Iron Mike. Bet I'm the Messiah type, right? I mean, when the bricks got the motherfucking duffel bags looking like Iron Mike, duffel bags got muscles and shit. I mean, how am I not the Messiah, right? I mean, my last name is Saint. My name Franklin Saint, baby. I mean, how am I not the Messiah? It was predestined for me. I tell it to him like, they say heavy is the head, especially when you know what you want. How I fit, y'all better off being born Lamont. I met your dog with your boss, like yo, you know who you caught, and yo, you know who I am. All that coke in your palms, yo, that's me. So when you speak, keep it all the way calm. Cause that be me that's telling Lee to put a hole in your thoughts. And yo, you think cause I refuse to scuff up my Adidas that I won't have everybody telling everybody bye, everybody dies. Yo will help you get there quicker. I could pay to send you to Satan and chop a brick there with him. The way the strip trampolining like how I said from the get-go. It looked like younger me in and out of Melody window. Back when I was tossing and working back of her closet. Friends turning lovers and turning straddling my dick. But that's another topic. If homie choose to gossip, then let it be about how this powder is padlocking. Supplying ain't no object, right? I mean, supplying ain't no object, baby. I mean, there's never been a time where I couldn't get things where they needed to go to, right? You know, I think back when I was younger, remember me and Melody used to be at a job in the break room trying to make things happen. Man, I buy that motherfucking world on wheels now and kick everybody out of there, yo. That's the type of groove I can buy. Yeah, that's the type of groove I can buy. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, this the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, so this is the type of groove I can vibe to. Yeah, so this is the type of groove I can vibe to.
Rap and trumpet shit. Sing show. You know, man.
What about Mr. Wright? What about him? What about Kevin? And even Rival, man, boy, your dad? And all the niggas you and your little motherfucking minions that plotted on in between. Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny, Carvel, him, bodies.
What's up? If you a Snowball fan, make some motherfucking noise one time. Man, boy deserved it. Khadijah deserved it. Tiana shouldn't have been in that car. That wasn't worth it. Man, boy deserved it. Khadijah deserved it. Tiana shouldn't have been in that car. That wasn't worth it. Man, boy deserved it. Khadijah deserved it. Tiana shouldn't have been in that car. That wasn't worth it. Man, boy deserved it. Khadijah deserved it. Man, boy deserved it. Khadijah deserved it. Tiana shouldn't have been in that car. And it shouldn't have been Andre deserved it. I mean, in the beginning he didn't, but then he went and got on it. Rob didn't deserve it, but that was just protection. I couldn't take the chance when I'm speaking on my connections. I've been stressing since the moment the power blew. We're listing them all. Who would have thought I'd have added you? Jerome said the shit that come along with this never be worth the payment. I said until the sin get involved and rewrite the Raymans. Reddy says say when all fathers for the lost fathers on the pavement and the rest on the wait list. Strays at an overpass, practice make it sacred. Carvel was my rough draft, my first painting. Lenny was a stepping stone, but I couldn't step alone. Shoes got bigger when Louis told me that Kevin's go. Hey, and the death scenes to follow suit. It'll follow you.
It makes you breathe different, don't it?
Yeah, I said it make you breathe different, don't it? Yeah.
Praying that death
Don't get the drop on you. What he gotta do, make you breathe different, don't it?
swear it make you breathe different, don't it? Right?
Put me in the game without knowing he ever did. Town business became beautifully heaven sent. Hell on earth, but how does money work? I let it spin and ask God how much to look at cab and let him in. For the record, the shot wasn't planned to ever go to you. But you was switching up how you stand and what we know when you blood thicker than water. Till the money dripping over you and it takes control, business. Right or wrong, and it rightfully so. The wrong code took the life of your folks. And now you wanna ride, looking at me to follow you in your pride. I'm looking back like when did you become blind? Where your vision at? Tried to lead you out of that storm, you couldn't picture that. Wound up losing my arm despite the grip on that. Passing the blame is like musical chairs. Saran wrapping a brick and seeing you in the glare. Talk to me, right?
And the death
Seems to follow suit.
wait till I follow through.
It make you breathe different, don't it? I swear it make you breathe different, don't it?
And now you
Praying that death don't get this drop on you. What he gotta do?
said it make you breathe
Different, don't it?
swear it make you breathe
Yeah.
different, don't it?
Once again, you're checking out Soundcheck, Beat Junkie Sound. And we're doing a special tribute mix to our special guest, SKYZOO, the other guy. Yeah.
Soundcheck.
And all the legacies it wouldn't seem like I'm in touch with. The proud underground that they leave out the discussion. Call it finders keepers and then see how y'all adjust. And I was lucky where I never had to look far. It was like a lullaby before daddy took off. Singing how we got the free Huey. We got the free Huey, the vision bright enough where you could probably see it through me. With my fists up in the air, same shade as little Sambo. Reach for my umbrella, I was raised to let a cannon blow. Pancakes for everyone who need to get their plate filled. Pistols in the kitchen for whoever feel a way still. Younger me, taught that the world is under me, and to stand above it is to never stand comfortably. White man come for me? No, I ain't the typical 10-point program, honor it like it's biblical. All praise due here, and know what to do if they bring Charles Game through here. The shit I overheard, knew the code just like how we get to know a bird. The revolution wasn't televised, but it was spoken word, and I heard every part of it. Bravery and all the worry at the heart of it. Fully loaded clips, no bargaining. Admiring the beauty within all of it. And Alton looked at me like, tell me what you thought of it. Right?
The 10-point program. Number one, we want freedom. We want the power to control the destiny of our black community.
Straight drive, baby.
Number two, we want full employment.
Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby.
Sound check.
Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Yeah. 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 Said I call it straight, baby. Same shit, right? Yeah. I call it straight. Straight. Pieces. Same shit. Straight. Pieces of a kilo over stovetop. Swimming in a pot. Add ice, let it cold lock. Pieces of a kilo over stovetop. Swimming in a pot. Add ice, let it cold lock. Pieces of a kilo over stovetop. Swimming in a pot. Add ice, let it cold lock. Pieces of a kilo over stovetop. Pieces of a kilo over stovetop. Swimming in a pot, add ice, let it cold lock. Split with you and yours, 2 5s, get a whole rock. Razors cut a cool 20 grand off a soap block. New gospel like I'm standing on a soapbox. Tell them spread the word, baby Franklin got a dope spot. I mean it ain't dope, but it's dope like I dope locks. Everything up in you till the ticket on your soul drops. Most fear what they don't understand. The coast clear, baby, open your hands, I see you interested. Rumors got you eager to dance, you need to stem with it. You can thank me in advance, don't even mention it. Started on consignment, black market is black bargain. Seen a fine print, had to realign shit. You ain't seen heaven if you never seen a dime hit. Leaning over squares, bass hits complete a diamond, right? Got it working, and ask me and Claudia juggling bottle service. Keep it behind the curtains, ain't a Lenny or a Ray that can interrupt a payday. A bag'll make you cut off your nose and try to save face. A bag'll make you body your man without the melee. You ever need some ends, you know where to find pay grade. Sweetest dream hitting as long as the sleep missing. If you ain't cut for it, I'm guessing we bleed different. Straight drop, yeah. Doubt it now if you want, till I bring it back around all the front and call it straight. Circling around till we done, yeah. Pop, whipping around till I'm numb, I call it straight. Got it off the ground from the jump, yeah. Bet I got the town in the tuck, I call it straight. God levels in the town when we up, yeah. I done made a crown, not a dust, I call it straight. Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Same shit, right? Yeah. Said I call it straight drive, baby. Same shit, right?
Once again, you're checking out Soundcheck. Our special guest, SKYZOO, and the other guys. We're playing all joints by SKYZOO, and also production by the other guys. Also playing other songs they've done, especially with this one right here. It's one of my favorite projects from SKYZOO. And of course, the Soul Brother #1, Pete Rock. This joint's called It's All Good, and you're checking out
Soundcheck.
I saw and wanted the somersault. You cartwheel or a winner hit better. This one guy out there, every dollar I saw and wanted the somersault. You cartwheel or a winner hit better. This one guy out there, every dollar I saw and wanted the somersault. You cartwheel or a winner hit better. This one guy out there, every dollar I saw and wanted the somersault. You cartwheel or this one guy out there, every dollar I saw and wanted the somersault. You cartwheel or a winner hit bet the summer's yours. From where the dialect is the duffel bag that you gunning for. And if they handing you one and they scratch the numbers off, I'm off a different page, but I'm still a way that you love me for. Love it or leave it, I come from seeing that no one or nothing breathing could grow up to come between what you've done for yours. Unless you add like 100 more, live and learn. 14, hearing that all we need is to get a curve. Shorties used to turn down the Henny and make their titties burn. Crown draped over my dome before I could get a word. Hey, since they drove down my block carrying Biggie urn. From up the block, across the street by the store, when my man was put in position, told him peep out the door. One closed, another open until they cut the tokens. My flow the same reason they cut the dope, and you tell them it's all good. It's all good. Then my people's on the curb that's getting to it, but never said words. You heard?
It's all good.
It's all good when the rails represented. Forever alive, now how you living? Awesome. It's all good the way we ran with it though. 9-8 black champion flow. Swear to God. It's all good. Word to great by the fittest. You know what we rock. God bless the
Big Jack
One time.
One time for the time sticking beside me. Wouldn't count me out when it counted me in. Pick it. One time for the time sticking beside me. Wouldn't count me out when it counted me in. Pick it. One time for the time sticking beside me. Wouldn't count me out when it counted me in. Pick it. One time for the time sticking beside me. Pete. One time for the time sticking beside me. Wouldn't count me out when it counted me in the lobby. We're counting to lead you into the fold like origami. It could've overlapped and then chose to overwhelm me like, yo, when you be talking bonjour to a Mozzie, it seems to intervene and encores to a homie like anybody can get it. So nothing no surprise because anybody can get it. So hopefully you got me. Shout the Gates and Green, in betweens where you will find me. And shout the Jamaica Queens, Margaritas is a body. Easier to spot me, but I ain't never mind. So I ain't step aside, I just baby, no, never mind. I just stayed in the design until they was trying to trace me or pay me to oblige. Whole fist in the air, now the shade was a mirage. True to what you were here, I decorated the garage. I'm more Belafonte when it come to the front line, but still dressed in mortgage money. Like what else you wanted from me? And took what they calling from me. They took an out of towners, but couldn't take the corner from me. I took a 2-5-bedroom mini mansion in the cul-de-sac. Prestige the subdivision, I brought my son to that. I did it off inspiring, who ain't cut from that. It says a lot about you if you can't fuck with that. One time for the aura that's in the groove. One time for you coming to book the stool. One time for the horns fitting the mood. One time for it all, throwing through. One time for the aura that's in the groove. One time for you coming to book the stool. One time for the horns fitting the mood. One time for it all, throwing through. Tell them pardon me, my part in this mausoleum flow. Bury me in one by the garden and floor seat me though. Seated at a table when no one wanted to see me though. But couldn't blot it as far as how this graffiti go. Pen wise, tell them I'm more scheme. So know it took them 2 whole cars. If you saw me, it'd all be hoodie season and 4-door Jeeps. And down Maury at the Nike campus. More threes, all me. Same vibe since I was 14. Ain't much change and that explains who applaud me. Applause me, heavy as the head with a crown and with a cross be. Got it to a T off the ground like it's a cross street. Fly kid off of a hybrid support team. Superheroes that got their powers from where the port be. Same rule apply with a line and with the cost be. Reason being for being with all the talk be, right? Carry the tradition that I've been on. Heavy is the crown, but let the way it fit on. Did it for the town from the moment that I've been on. Did it for the town from the moment that I've been on. I'm just here to carry the tradition that I've been on. Heavy is the crown, but let the way it fit on. Did it for the town from the moment that I've been on. Did it for the town from the moment that I've been on.
DJ Deluxe.
Soundcheck.
Testament to missing it then. We found before whoever not to miss it. We want now. A testament to missing it then. We found before whoever not to miss it. We want now. A testament to missing it then. We found before whoever not to miss it. We want now. A
testament to missing it then. And vow before whoever, not that we want now. A testament to missing it then. And vow before whoever, not to miss it again. Taking heed to the lead instead of listening to them. Word the whole of the carrots that resemble a win. How many is it? 20 for 20 with throwing vision. With room 5, a few eyes and show the difference. Steps ain't safe no more, they stole the pivots. Call it beautiful nightmares, like hold your wishes. Let it be what they predicted it would. Whatever the specs are, they say your living is good. You try and park 80,000 and sit on the hood. Nah, I ain't mispronounced, you just misunderstood. Of it, or realer than all if we being honest in public, or bare minimum neck and neck with the realest from it. 95 fabric, word to who did the cutting. Know that in my discussion, my diction is from it. Type from my beloveds, right like Easy does it. Not easy to come by, yet easy to run to. But can a soul alive teach you how to run through? Shit ain't happened yet, and shit it won't never. Word to the right hand being my co-reader. A lot of word too, so if I put my word to, know that it's bond. Like the year that I word alluded to. Earlier in the scribe, no multiverse, it was just realer in them times. No stuck in the past to fight with the present to bury them all. I just stash what'll be left here tomorrow. So real though.
Yeah. And we're back. Yes. Sound check with RHETMATIC and D Styles. Let me bring my beat junkie brother D Styles in the house. Joe.
What's up, Rhett?
What's up, D? What's going on?
Good job as always. Always killing it.
Good trying. You know when we have guests, we gotta do a good job for them and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, let's without further ado, everyone in the chat room, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch or usound.com, everybody put a fire emoji for our special guest, the one and only SKYZOO, and one half of the other guys, Joe. Let's bring him in, y'all. Yo.
Peace.
What's up, fellas?
Peace, fellas.
Yo, man, fellas, I know it's ahead of time. We're on West Coast time over here, but we appreciate you for taking the time to jump on the show.
Yep.
No, absolutely. Thank you for having us, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the mix that you just put together, and the new to the old to the new. You know what I mean? We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. SKYZOO's been a hot minute, man. You
yeah.
know? Yeah. Want to introduce you to D Styles, D SKYZOO.
Peace, fellas. Much respect. Much respect.
And then Joe, right? Wait, I think
Mighty
you're on mute.
Joe,
I think
your mic might be off, bro.
Yeah, hold on. There, unmute your mic. Go to settings.
Got it.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks for having us,
man. Big ups, man. You're the one half of the other guys. Who's your partner that's missing right now?
Isaiah. He lives in New Hampshire. He's from DC as well, but he moved to New Hampshire a few years ago.
Okay. And word up, man. And you guys got a new album out, Mind of a Saint. It's I gotta say is one of the best concepts albums put together, man. You know.
Thank you.
You know, and I know you guys have been getting a lot of great reviews on this and stuff. So, which I want to ask and stuff like this. Let's get straight into it. Mind of a Saint is based upon a character off of the TV show Snowfall.
Yeah.
How I mean, this is pretty interesting. Being that you're from the East Coast, you're from Brooklyn, is that right? Brooklyn.
Yep.
Brooklyn, but you're writing from a perspective from a person from the West Coast, LA.
Character from LA, yep.
Right. And of course, if you follow it, Snowfall is on the show, is on FX. It's been created and directed by the late great John Singleton.
Absolutely.
If you guys don't know about John Singleton, of course, Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning and stuff. Of course, shouts to the OG Dub C, who's behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but yo, man, this is what kind of blow my mind is that that you wrote in that perspective from during the when crack comes into L.A. and stuff, and you were even saying little things on there that would only if you're from LA you would only know. You said "World on Wheels." Like, how does a person from you, how does it me growing up listening to hearing about World on Wheels, listening on K-Day 1580 K-Day, and the fact that you mentioned World on Wheels, like how did you know about this and stuff, and then please break it down, what made you?
I'm the research king, man. I'm the research king when it comes to my stuff. When it comes to ghostwriting, when I ghostwrite for people, I've done ghostwriting work for people, and they've been like, how'd you know that? Like, how'd you know what high school I went to drop it in the rhyme that you wrote for me? How did you know? I'm the research king, man. And for me, everything is about authenticity. So knowing that I'm from Brooklyn, knowing that I'm not from LA, and LA may be like, wait a minute, this guy's doing an album about an LA character. I got to make sure that it's respected and done with the utmost. It's got to be done to the highest of levels of respect and admiration and love, and making sure it's done right. Because if the tables was turning and it was an LA guy doing a album about somebody in Bed-Stuy, I'm a Bed-Stuy guy, so I might be like, yo, let me make sure they get this right. So for me, I got to make sure I get it all right, just for the honor and the love and the respect. And the concept for the album, came from, oh man, me being a huge fan of the show. And I've been watching it. I started binging it around the third season. That's when I really was able to press play and binge it and catch up on everything. And the idea ironically came from a homie of mine who was an exec with the Portland Trailblazers, of all places. And he's a friend of mine and a huge hip hop head. And one day we was talking, and he was just talking about certain things he, wish somebody would do, or wish somebody like me would do. And something similar to this came up. It wasn't this, but it was something similar, but it sparked the idea. And I was like, yo, I'm not going to do that. But what if I take that and flip it and bounce it? What if I did a whole album rhyming as Franklin? And he was like, yo, that would be incredible. That'd be the wildest thing ever. And I just ran with it, And at the time, Joe and I were already talking about working and doing a whole album together. So we already put those wheels in motion, but I didn't know what the album would be about. Every album of mine is conceptual.
Right.
So, you look at All the Brilliant Things, it's about gentrification and the changing of our neighborhood and our culture. You look at Retropolitan, it's about New York losing its sound and identity musically. You look at In Celebration of Us, it's the blackest album I could ever make. It's about black pride and black power and the black plight. So there's always concepts with my albums. And I was like, man, we can already do this album. What is it going to be about? And when I came up with the Franklin idea, I had to pitch it to Joe and Isaiah. And, hopefully they were fans of the show. Hopefully they understood how out the box I was trying to get. And they was totally with it. And it was like, hell yeah, like that's crazy. Because they walked into it trying to get a SKYZOO album. Like, yo, we're going to do a SKYZOO album. It is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? It's the SKYZOO album, but it's a Franklin Saint album. They may not signed up for that. So
that's what I'm saying.
They was all the way with it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it is a SKYZOO album. It is the other guy's album. But again, this is probably like it's one of the few albums that's out there that actually like conceptually from front to end, like listening to it, like really listening to it.
Yeah.
I put myself in as a listener, and then also as someone that grew up in LA, that's born and raised and stuff, and just hearing some of the certain things that's happening, like, yo, like I know about that, or I know homies that are like, that came from that era and stuff like that, or it's crazy that you really put some really good details, and I was really surprised that this is what kind of like again, it shocked me that an East Coast MC to delve it into from a LA perspective, at least from that era, based upon the show and stuff. The question is also, have you met anyone from the show? Have you met John Singleton before he passed away? Have you got any pushback or supportive of the album and stuff?
Yeah, I actually met John before he passed. Rest in peace to the great. I actually met John through my brother Tyrese. You know, everybody knows I'm real close to Tyrese, the R&B singer.
Right.
And we was at the LA house years ago, and Reese threw a big party, and me and Reese and John hung out for a while. There's actually a picture of Reese and John that Reese uses a lot at his house party. I took that picture. That was Reese handing me his phone. Yo, Scott, take a flick of me and John, and I took that picture. I didn't ask for a picture with John because we in the moment, we kicking it, we having drinks, we cooling. It ain't that type of party. It ain't that type of time for me. You know what I'm saying? So we was just kicking it and vibing, and Reese was introducing me to him and him to me. And it was love. We hung out for like a good 45 minutes, just, you know, BSing. I don't know if we cursed on the show, but you know what I mean? We just, okay, word. We was just bullshitting the whole night. You know what I mean? Just kicking it, you know? And I met John. Ironically, this happened after I had already started working on the album. My son, who's 5 years old, and John's son, 7, who is 4 years old, they're best friends. Like, it's the wildest thing. Like, my son Miles and John's son 7 hang out all the time here in Atlanta. Everybody knows I moved to Atlanta a few years ago. They hang out all the time. Like, you go to each other's, you know, pages, or 7's mom's, shout to Raven, 7's mom's, Miles is all over her page because of him hanging out with 7. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just so ironic, and that kind of happened outside of the album. You know, it was no, I'm gonna do the album because XYZ. Not at all. I would never, you know what I mean, use my son for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it just randomly happened. Like, yo, wait, 7 and Miles hang out like every day. Oh, snap. You know, it just was wild. So but moving on to you know, what you said about the show, man, it's been nothing but love from them. Nothing but love. You know, shout out to my man Doug, who introduced me to Trevor Ingleson. Trevor is one of the executive producers of the show. So he's one of the guys at the head of the table with the show. And he introduced me to him back in October, and I met with him, and I gave him the whole album early. He had the whole album since October. And I remember him hitting me like, man, this thing is incredible. This is so beautiful. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I got to figure out a way to get it to the cast and get everybody in. And so, you know, he started planting the seeds. And then when you fast forward, Damson Idris, who plays Franklin, he was interviewed by Rolling Stone recently, and they asked him about the album. And, you know, he went all into it. He was like, man, I think it's beautiful that he did that. I'm honored that he did that. I got to reach out to him. You know, he said something like, as soon as I get some downtime, I got to reach out to him so we can talk about the album, you know? So that was dope. I've been messaging back and forth with Gail Bean a lot. Gail Bean plays Wanda. You know, so she hit me after the album came out, and, you know, we started going back and forth, and she's been awesome, man. She's a brilliant actress. Very, very great. And, you know, another dude I spoke to said that he interviewed Isaiah John, who plays Leon, and he asked him, and Isaiah was like, man, everybody's talking about that album. Like, I got to hear it. Like, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's asking me about it. So it's in the Snowfall world in a literal sense. It has made its way in there, and they've been showing nothing but love, man. It's been really dope, very supportive. You know, they've been about it, which is great.
Yeah, that's
dope. Yeah,
that's really dope. Joe, so you know, let me, you know, I've been kind of following about the other guys. I don't know extensive of your stuff, but I know you guys. I've been getting some of your stuff from Hypnot Records and stuff. Obviously, you've been working with Von P. Obviously, you've been doing some projects with SKYZOO. Tell a little bit of history about you and I mean, you and your partner. You know, Isaiah. Is that Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Yeah. So you know, like for a lot of people that, I mean, we see the other guys, but you don't say you guys. You don't, you know, don't say like Joe or Isaac. You guys are pretty much a production team.
Yeah.
Tell a little history.
So we originally started as like a rapper producer duo, but we got most positive feedback from like production. So we did a project with Von P back in 2014, and then we kind of like stuck to production. Did a project with Von P, done several things with Substantial, Wordsworth, J Live, and Tanya Morgan. Kevin Nottingham, we ended up buying his label, and we took over his label, and so Tanya Morgan's actually signed to us now, and Von P. First started working with SKYZOO, I think 2016. So this was something, the play we were working on for like years.
that I didn't know about.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually met Scott like in 2007 at a beat battle. He doesn't remember this. I have the picture proof, but yeah, I actually met Scott back in like 2007. So yeah.
So okay, so being that you're talking about this concept, this has been in the works. So the beats that you made for this particular album, did you have this already in mind for SKYZOO?
No, the bulk of the production was done with him in the room. I had one beat, the opening track. I did make that specifically for him.
Gotcha.
But everything else, most of the other things, he actually came to DC and we recorded, and he helped me out like with like samples, everything. Like he's a producer himself, so it was really dope. So this is a in studio. What you hear is like mainly in studio. Like
yeah, we was together, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We was together. I went to like he said, I went to DC, and we just started making beats. No rhymes, no nothing, just beats. Like, yo, let's crank them out. I went out there for a weekend, and we was just picking samples and picking drums and ideas. Yo, it should start like this, and it should go into this, and we collabed on all that. And Joe is a machine, man, and he just was blowing through them, boom, 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 and before you knew it, when I got on the plane the end of the weekend, man, I had the majority of the beats on a flash drive, and then after that, I mean, it may have been 2 or 3 extra joints that came in after that, but at that point, he already knew what I was looking for because of the weekend in DC. He knew what I was looking for, and he knew what the story was going to be, and he just blasted, and we went crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
one thing I love. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying we definitely vibed off each other. Like even some of the interludes were picked like here together. Like once he came here, everything just like snowfall.
Right.
Right.
It all clicked, man. The avalanche just started rolling. It was real
crazy. Yeah, one thing I love about the album, man, is you guys brought back horns. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, just like soulful, jazzy horns. That I feel is like missing in like hip hop these days.
Yeah.
Was that?
100%. I'm a jazz guy. So the majority of my albums have trumpet on them somewhere. I have a go-to trumpet player that I use for everything. Shout out to my man Sean Taylor. And Joe is a musician, plays bass. He's a musical guy. He has an extensive jazz vinyl collection that he digs apart. So it's easy. It all comes from similar places.
Yeah. Gotcha. Like his horn players, Sean Taylor, he played the majority of like basically all of the horns on the album. I'm a big, like, if you hear it in the samples, I'm a big like kind of like that Pete Rock style of like the echo horn. So
right.
I love that. I love that. So
yeah, man, the album plays like almost like a movie from like start to finish. You know what I mean? Like just the transitions, the like sample dialogue in between. Like it was well put together.
Thank you.
That.
Yeah, it was. When we did the album, there was so many things, and RHETTMATIC alluded to it a little bit in one of his questions. There were so many things that we couldn't do creatively, right? So, for instance, there was this list of things in my mind that we had to make sure we didn't check off, right? It was like, okay, we can't make an 80s sounding album sonically, because in 2023, no one would really be entertained or interested in that. And that's no knock. It's just a changing of the times 40 something years later. So we couldn't make an album that had beats like, Run DMC and Beastie Boys and all of that iconic stuff that birthed hip hop.
Yeah.
We couldn't make an album that sounded like that, even though the album takes place in 86. So that's one thing. We couldn't make the album sound like LA beats, because I'm from Brooklyn, and I've made it very clear for the past 15 plus years that I've been in the game that I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I've made it very clear throughout my music. So I couldn't make an album with a bunch of beats with, Dre sounds and quick sounds and Battle Cat sounds. I couldn't do that.
Right.
I also couldn't make an album with a bunch of New York sounds where it felt like a Pete Rock or a Large Professor album, because even though I'm from New York, this is an album about a character in LA, a fictional character, but a fictional character that's based on realistic times and events in South Central LA in 86. can't be rhyming over "It's All Good" and Eastern Conference All Stars. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it wouldn't make sense. So even though it makes sense for SKYZOO, it wouldn't make sense for Franklin. So there was all these things that we could not do in order to make the story work. You know, I'm big on authenticity, like I said in the beginning. So there was all these things that said we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. These are the things we can do, and that's how the album came out the way it came out. You know, sonically and production wise, it's an album where it feels like the 80s without being the 80s. It feels like 2023 without being 2023. But if I took these same beats and just made a SKYZOO album, everyone would be fine with it because the beats aren't dated on some 80s shit. Like everybody would be like, yo, that was a crazy SKYZOO album. So you take that, you add the snowfall element. There was just a nice tightrope that we had to walk, and we skilled it. We walked it.
I see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even to touch on it, you said the jazz, because of course LA has its own jazz scene. I mean, with the Fifth Street Dicks, you know, Watts and whatnot. So it does, in some ways, it still applies to what's going on in LA during the 80s. Yeah,
absolutely, without a doubt.
Right. No, that's dope. D, I know you. D's always our technical guy in terms of questions, so I know he has a question for Joe and stuff.
Actually, no. My question was if you guys had recorded it in person, but they already talked about that they did everything in house.
We did the production element in person. Recording wise, I did it here. I'm in my studio in Atlanta. Recording wise, I did it here, but for me, it was about just getting the beats and everything sonically together. Right. You know, telling the story. I kind of come downstairs in my basement, close the door, and kind of morph into another world, for lack of a better term. So if Joe was here in the studio with me, it wouldn't be nothing for him to do anyway. He'd be sitting there on his phone. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just going to sit there and just kind of become this other thing. I sit there with my phone out and I have the beat blasting and I just sit there nodding my head. And before you know it, I stand in front of the mic and it's done, you know? So that's the way my recording process works. And I write everything on the spot. I don't write on the plane. I don't write on the tour bus. I don't write at home and record later. I write everything on the spot. So I come downstairs, turn on the beat for the first time, start writing and lay it down, you know?
What's crazy about the project, like once we got the production going, like once we had a solid list of the tracks we were going to use, he was knocking them out and actually knocking them out in order. He's not.
Yeah, I also do that. Yeah,
he's not gonna brag about it, but I'll brag for him. The whole album is actually done in order. Wow. Like it was crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When I make albums, I try my best to write and record every song in order. So track 1 on the album is usually the first track that I wrote and recorded. Track 2, the second track that I wrote and recorded. You know, and it keeps going because it's like writing a book. For me, it's like writing a book. I don't make albums where I just spit and rap just to rap. And, you know, we in the club and we throwing money around. And, okay, I got 6 of those records. So those could have been written in any order because they're saying the same thing with different beats. That's not the type of artist I am. So it's writing a book. I don't know a lot of authors who write chapter 5 before chapter 1. You know? I write chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and it keeps going.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I had never seen that before.
I also didn't, a lot of people asked, did I have to binge watch the show while I was writing the album? I had seen every episode of Snowfall 3 or 4 times up to whatever the current episode was when I was making the album. I didn't rewatch one episode when I wrote this album. Not one.
Damn.
I didn't even turn it on. I didn't have to. You know what I mean? I'm such a fan of the show. I'm so engulfed in the show. It's up here. It's like as if I was really Franklin. It's like as if I'm just telling my own personal life. I didn't rewatch one episode. I just got the beats and I came downstairs and started writing. So all the nuances, all the plots, the storylines, all the quotes from the script, from the show, that's all up here in my head. Like I didn't have to go rewatching and be like, oh man, yeah, I remember when Lee said the first one through the door should always have a key. I remembered that. So when I was talking about melody on Apologies in Order, I said, oh, I got to use that line. When Lee told Saint, yo, first one through the door always got a key. I got to use that. I had it up here already because I've seen the show so much. I didn't have to go back and rewatch it. It's as if I was him, you know?
Right. That's crazy. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit back because Joe, you said it that you had SKYZOO came to your place. Now, in the terms of the process of production and stuff, was it all you three and working on the beat on each when you during that weekend?
Isaiah's basically like my technical guy, so he helped. Sky doesn't know this, so a lot of times he'll help with like sending me sample packs, or he'll take out loops. He'll listen to a record, take out a loop, and just send it to me because he knows I'm like the fast guy on the machine. I've been using the MPC probably about 15 years, like exclusively.
Okay.
So that's kind of his role as the digger. I dig too, very much so, but he that's kind of his role. So when Sky came, long story short, because I knew we were going to be pressed for time, I already had like a ton of like samples and like loops already chopped down.
Okay.
That's crazy. Okay, so basically, in terms of the process, at least for the other guys, it's like Isaiah is basically he does all the musical research, digging and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah, and then you're
plugins, VSTs, and all that. Like,
but you're pretty much the chopper, just programming all that stuff. Okay, but you guys but have you guys also go back, like reverse roles and whatnot sometimes?
Not as much, and I'm kind of more of the musician as far as like the keys and stuff. Like I grew up in church, and so I know how to play the keys. I play the bass a lot, and so not as much. He's actually about 7 years older than me, and he actually taught me. But it kind of became like the student becomes the master type deal a little bit. Yeah.
Now, in SKYZOO, Sky, you basically said when they gave you the beats, did you already kind of hear exactly and you know what to put in order, or is it just when you guys were just, I guess, in the process of making it, you just kind of know where it goes or stuff? Like how does?
Yeah, when I hear a beat, I know where it's gonna sit on the album. Like for instance, when I heard Imminent Domain, when I heard that beat, I knew that was gonna be the first record on the album. I knew before I wrote any word. As soon as I pressed play, he sent it to me in a text. He sent it as a MP3 attached in a text. And when I pressed play on my phone, I said, "Oh, that's the intro. That's the intro for the album." When people press play, I want that to be the first thing they hear. Right. And I always work like that. Same thing with the beat for Purity. He made that beat right in front of me. And as soon as he finished making the beat, I said to myself, this is going to end the album. So right. I've always, that's just my ear. That's just the way I work as far as my ear. People know me as a lyricist, an MC, a ghostwriter, the writer of writers, they call me and all that. But on top of all that stuff, I really pride myself in knowing how to put together an album and knowing how to put together a cohesive project, whether for me or somebody else, knowing, put this record first, put this record fifth, put this record seventh. I pride myself on that side of it, bringing in musicians. I'm going to bring in, Aaron Harden to play keys on this. I want a singer here. I'm going to bring in Sean Taylor to play trumpet on this. I pride myself on the Quincy Jones element too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're more of a traditional producer and also as an arranger.
Right, 100%.
That's
very much so.
That's dope. Wow,
that's hella dope. How would you say in making this album? How long did you guys took you to make this album?
Oh, this was like a couple months maybe, and that's only because I've been so busy with my restaurant. If it was a situation, I told Joe, I said, yo, man, if I could come to DC for 2 weeks straight, we could get this album done in under 2 weeks. I did The Easy Truth with Apollo Brown in 9 days. I did Retropolitan with Pete Rock in 11 days. These were all albums written on the spot from scratch. This isn't me writing at home for a few months and then going to record. This is, I'm in the studio with Pete. He plays a beat. I sit down and write it. An hour and a half later, the song is done and I'm recording it. Then we do that again. Then we do that again. Then we go get something to eat and go home. Tomorrow we do it again. That's the way I work. I've been blessed to be a fast writer on top of being a really good writer, a fast writer, So the only reason why this album took a few months is because I've been so busy on my end with the restaurant that I just opened. And I think I was still promoting All the Brilliant Things and doing shows for All the Brilliant Things when we was working on this. So I wasn't able to just 100% every waking moment the mind of a saint, you know. But I told Joe when I was at his crib, I said, bro, if I was able to stay for 2 weeks straight, we get this album done in like 10 days. This will be done. You know what I mean? So,
wow.
Yeah. But it took maybe 2-3 months off and on.
Well, first of all, congratulations. Of course, I know you opened up a burger spot, right? Was it?
Yeah, the Burger Bistro down here in Atlanta.
Okay, and
okay.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That, you know, how long has that been open?
This weekend we made 4 months, so we at the 4-month mark now. You know, we opened back in mid-November, and it's been a blessing. It's a ton of work, but it's been a blessing. You know, when I left the restaurant tonight, I came downstairs in the basement and got on here with my brothers, on here with y'all. You know, because I'm at the spot. I'm at the spot every day. You know, it's the beginning stages, so I'm there every day. Now, when I decide to hire somebody and bring them in to kind of run the show and manage and all that, then I'll be able to step away and not pop up for 2-3 weeks at a time. But for now, I'm there sun up to sundown. Soon as we open, to about an hour and a half after we close, and we clean up and do all the stuff. So I'm there all day.
Wow, wow. Yeah, congratulations. Oh, gotta say shout outs to Kev Brown, who's just rating us on the show and stuff. Kev Brown. So yeah,
word up, Kev. What's up, man?
Legend, DC legend.
Yes.
Or PG legend. Sorry, Kev.
Kev is a monster.
Oh yeah.
Me and Kev overdue. We haven't done no real work yet. You know, I might have dropped a verse on a feature or something somewhere, but Kev and I are overdue, man. If he listening, we overdue, man. My email the same. Throw me a pack whenever, bro. We very much overdue.
There you
I used
go.
To stay in Kev's DMs, asking him questions like 05, 06. Stay in the
Yeah, Kev's the man, man. Yo, son. That's what you say. Yo, if you have any questions for SKYZOO or for Joe from the other guys, you know, this is your chance to answer your questions. For the meantime, guys, what can we expect from you down the line? I mean, are we going to see another? I wouldn't say a sequel to this album, but are we going to see another project with SKYZOO and the other guys?
Man, that's a great segue. We are currently working on the deluxe version of the album. So with the show, the album takes place between seasons 1 through 5 because that's what existed when the album was done. So now they're on season 6, which is the final season. So if I'm Franklin and I've embodied who Franklin Saint is as a character and everything like that, well, I got to finish telling the story. So now we got to make more records to speak about everything that's going on currently in season 6, which is the last season. Right. So we're going to work on about 4 or so more records and re-release the album as a deluxe version, probably in the summer, because I think the series ends in mid-April. So I can't even really write until the season is over, right? Because I got to see where everything goes. So I can't even really write any records until the season is done. So once mid-April comes and the season is done and we see how this whole thing blows over with Franklin and Louis and Rome and Leon and Wanda, then I can sit down and make these new records with Joe. So I would say like early summer, we're probably going to re-release the album as a deluxe version. And we're going to wrap up everything that happens in season 6 and everything that happens with Franklin's life and all those around him. So there is not a part 2, but it's an extension. You know, it's 4 or 5 more songs for season 6.
Right. That's going to be interesting too, because, you know, obviously the heart of the show is John Singleton, and the fact that he passed away before
absolutely, like right in the middle of it.
Right. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really interested in seeing how you're going to take that particular thing. I mean, let me ask you, being you guys are like obviously big fans of the show, how do you think, I mean, has the writing, since John passed away, has the writing and the show actually still became, the concept still the same? Has there been changes and whatnot?
I feel it has. Just from a fan perspective, I feel like it's been the same. I feel like they are carrying that legacy the way he would want. I think what the goal of the show was and where they are now have continued to stay on track. There's certain episodes where you're like, man, I know that was a Walter episode, a Walter Mosley episode, and it was. You know, I know that was a David episode, a David Andron episode, and it was, you know, based on the writing and the style. And I think they've done a very, very good job at the honesty of the racial element and societal element and, you know, the classism. And I think they've done an excellent job at keeping the magnifying glass on those the way John would want. Because John would be like, yo, fist in the air, pro black, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, we on it. Like, fuck everything else. It's fist in the air, pro black. This is what these white people did to us. John would be on that. Because he proved it with Boys in the Hood. He proved it with Higher Learning. He proved it with Poetic Justice and all the different things he did. So they've done a really good job at keeping that aesthetic, regardless of him not being here or not.
Okay. We have a question from Sharif. Big ups to Sharif. He says, are there going to be any instrumentals included in the Deluxe album?
Absolutely not.
Not doing it. Why not? Why not?
Because I'm not letting somebody else run around and be Minnie Franklin and Minnie Leon and nope.
I tried, y'all. I tried.
I'm just saying as DJs. I'm just saying as DJs. That's all.
Yeah, he was like, he was like, yo, so you want to release these these instrumentals? And I was like, nope, we're not doing it. I'm not letting I'm gonna go out there and do my own version. Nope. We're not doing it, baby. You gotta leave art on the wall. You can't take the art down and add something to it and rehang it. Nope, leave the art on the wall.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Scott.
Leave the art on the wall, baby. No instrumentals.
I like that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I mean, as a DJ, I'm kind of, D and myself are kind of like, but as an artist, we can respect that, man.
I appreciate that. It's funny when I did my Milestones album, not to get off topic, when I did the Milestones album, which was another John Singleton inspired project, when I did the album about Black fatherhood, and I used Boys in the Hood kind of as a theme. It wasn't me rhyming as them. I used Trey and Furious on the cover art, and I used some skits from the movie just to bring it home. But the album was about Black fatherhood, particularly in the inner city. And we released the instrumentals for those, except for a song for fathers. I was like, I'm not letting that one go, because that was a record. Song for Fathers is a record I did where it was literally me speaking to my son, speaking about my dad, the whole thing, flipping this, historic jazz joint, which I'm not going to name. But, I was like, that beat, I'm not letting that go, because I don't want nothing to taint that. I'm not letting that beat go and somebody do a freestyle about they block and how many keys they flip. I'm not doing it. So if you get the vinyl for Milestones, all the beats are on there except a song for fathers. I refuse to let that beat go.
Wow.
Okay. My favorite song of that album is Turning 10. I love Turning 10, man.
Mine too. That's up there for me too, for sure.
Man, Turning 10.
Shout out to Mark Infinite, another DC guy.
Yeah.
So we got a separate from the album, but we got a question from Acostrophe. He's just curious, where exactly is your burger place in Atlanta?
So I'm in the suburbs. The restaurant is in the suburbs, like right on the outside of Atlanta. It's like the metro Atlanta area. It's a city called Douglasville, which is about 25 minutes from Midtown and downtown Atlanta. 25 minutes from State Farm Arena, 20 minutes from the airport. So if you're from Atlanta or you know the area, we're in Douglasville, which is right past Six Flags. So it's about no more than 30 minutes from the city if there's no traffic.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Joe, in terms of the future, since you mentioned that you guys are now the owners of Hypnot Records, you signed Tanya Morgan. What can we expect from Hypnot Records, or even from the other guys? I know you guys put your own instrumental stuff and stuff, albums.
Yeah,
and stuff,
we were heavy in like the lo-fi instrumental game probably like for the last 2 or 3 years. We're working on a new album with Von P from Tanya Morgan. Odyssey is on that album. And we're also working heavily with a MC who used to go by the name of Spec Boogie, but he goes by Rob Cave now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's what we got in the works this year.
Gotcha. And then a question that we always like to ask you guys, and I'm sure you've been asked many times, being that you guys have been in the independent game one way or another, and especially you, Sky. I mean, you came out during the blog days, so I mean, shit. I mean, obviously you work with you and Torre. You you guys are, man, I always thought you guys were a group originally and stuff, but you guys like tag teams, guys. You guys are just, you guys are like peanut butter and jelly. And then of course you guys you work with Illmind, you work with Marco Polo and stuff. And then of course, like Joe, you said you've been working with Tanya Morgan and stuff. What have you guys learned in the business, being in the business, being an independent artist, being just grinding it out to able to still be here right to this day?
Joe, I'll let you set that off.
I think that's more your lane, but
I didn't want to feel like I was answering every question.
No, you're good. That's definitely more
roughing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they were referencing these are the temptations.
Right. Nah.
Well,
as far as the independent side, it's a beautiful thing, but you just got to work it right. I think a lot of artists don't understand the work that comes with being an independent artist, from the studio to your rollouts, your marketing, literally the physical work. I mean, I'm the guy who was out there putting stickers on phone poles and littering the street with flyers and stapling posters to the telephone pole. Like, that was me, and it's still me if I feel like it needs to be done. I'm the guy who in the blog era emailed all the blogs myself. I didn't have a PR in the blog era to do that. When I got hot in the blog era, it was me collecting email addresses, making sure I BCC'd everyone and not CC'd everyone so I wouldn't lose relationships. You know what I mean? Like, making sure I BCC'd everyone. And I mean 200-300 email addresses that I would just copy paste sitting at my mother's desktop computer and just copy paste, boom, throw it in there, BCC, and send out records. And then 45 minutes later, it's on Not Right, it's on Two Dope Boys, it's on Smash, whatever. So, it's the work. It's literally the physical side. I've been in situations, even lately, I'll be in a booth literally recording, and I write everything on the phone, so I'm reading it off my phone, and the phone rings in the middle of me giving everything to this verse as far as the emotion and the soul, and the phone rings because it's the PR asking about this, or it's the distributor asking about that, or it's the art director asking about this. Normally a manager handles that type of stuff. A label and an A&R rep and people like that handle that type of stuff. When you're independent, those calls go to you. Those emails go to you. Those moments, the highs and lows, the good and the hiccups, everything goes to you, So it really is a job. But, the independent side also offers the most freedom. I don't know if a label lets me make the mind of a saint, a major label, And if so, they may have been like, all right, that's a great idea, let's do it. But if we can't get tons of marketing from the show behind it, we're not going to sit here and promote the show for them for free. Like, those are the things that a major label would say. Where I said, I don't care about none of that. I want to make an album for the culture. I want to make an album for lyricism. I want to make an album for an era of things that happen to our people, the black and brown folk in the inner city in the 80s and what we still feel. And I want to salute all of that. And I want to talk about all that. And if the show gets behind it, so be it. It just so happened that Damson Idris started talking about it, and Trevor Ingleson started talking about it, and Gail Bean started talking about it. But I didn't go in it with that intention. A major label would have went in it with that intention purely and solely. And if that didn't happen, they would have shelved it and said, yo, we got to make a different album. So independent, being independent serves the most freedom. And that's the payoff. You can literally do what you want.
Gotcha. Joe, anything to add to that?
Mine's is more so like label based, like investing. Like at first, like we were originally a part of Hypnot Records, and so we used to send our demos to like Mellow, to all of these places, and like, yo, why is nobody signing us? But now that I own a label, I understand the investment, and I understand that you can't take everybody with you. Like, even if you're best friends with somebody and they're dope, you gotta, there's like a budget and you gotta adhere to. It's a lot of money involved, even at a lower level. So
yeah, absolutely.
Right. One more question, guys. In terms of like, how did you guys are able to to make the transitions? Obviously, again, you run, you were part of the label. Now you own the label. You, Sky, you were, again, you came from the blog era. A lot has changed from that to that particular point to up to now. A lot of things have changed. It's almost like, even though back then was almost like the Wild West, it's even more crazier now. Like everybody's an artist. Everybody's is a label, everybody's a producer. Everybody, like, how did you guys are able to maintain, and able to navigate in and out of what's in today's times, from your experiences and stuff?
Yeah, for me, it's the consistency. It's never letting off the gas. And it also was about the timing. Regardless of how dope I am or how nice I am or how people feel, it was about the timing. I feel like if I didn't come out during that blog era, if I came out later, I might not have ever come out. The game is so filled. The lane is so crammed now. I always look at like the internet is like a pie. We take the internet like an apple pie. And if that was the case, and I mean the entire internet, I mean everything that exists on an internet search button, an internet search bar, 95% of that is music. 95% of that is can you imagine how much music is being created? It's like 5% of that big apple pie is everything else under the sun as far as on the internet. There's so much music being created, man. There's so many SoundCloud artists and Spotify there's so much music being made. How do you stand out? How do you get picked up? How do you make sense? A lot of it becomes budget, investors, rich uncle, drug dealer homie, whatever, and how do you skip the line, right? It may take some of that. Long gone are the days of like, this person is just so dope. I heard 3 or 4 songs from them and I saw a picture and I want to go grab them and change their life. Like, that stuff isn't happening anymore. Yeah. Everything is a number. Everything is, that's right. Cool. How many TikTok followers you got? How many TikTok views you got? How many Instagram followers you got? How many viral moments do you have? I don't care how great you are. I don't care how you're the new this and the next that, So it's different, man. And I think timing was a lot for me. I came out in a beautiful time with the blog era. And I'm one of them guys who set the blog world on fire. There's a handful of us and I'm one of them. So I'm blessed for that.
All right. Joe, how about you?
Piggyback on what Scott's saying, a lot of it is from what I've noticed, because we caught the end of the blog era, like the very end when we came in. And so what I've noticed is, like, honestly, being in the right rooms, investing, being dope, because like, it's so much easier now. Like, me and my cousin, that's Isaiah, my partner, we always joke about how easy it is to sound pretty decent in production. But like, if you really have an ear, you can tell a difference between somebody who's been making beats for 15 days and someone's been making beats for 15, 20 years.
That's real.
So, standing out, investing in yourself, standing out talent-wise, and being in the right rooms.
That's definitely a big thing. Networking per se, and relationships.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, I mean,
without a doubt.
Yeah. So, guys, on behalf of D and myself, man, we thank you for taking the time to be on the show, and congratulations on an excellent album. Looking forward to looking forward to the to Deluxe. I mean, you guys can send us the instrumentals to us just personally, I mean, someone was saying stems, but you know what, stem.
Woo.
Yeah, they're saying
Right.
they're saying Serato stems, but yeah, that's cool and all, but you still sometimes want the real shit. So it's almost like having the vinyl. You want the real files and stuff like that. So
we might have to hit you with that Inspector Gadget where it disintegrate,
There you go and stuff. But guys, we wish you all the best. You guys are welcome anytime. Please send us anything to play on the show. We support you guys.
Thank you, man. That's real. Thank you all, and shout to Sharif for connecting the dots, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
You for having us.
Man, no. Before you guys go, all your social medias and websites where they can go support you, buy your product, whatever, whatnot, and Joe, we'll go.
Instagram, everything is gonna be Other Guys Music, at Other Guys Music on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. You have a Bandcamp page or?
Bandcamp is The Other Guys Music, and that's also where you can purchase the album at.
Okay. Sky, yourself?
Yeah, mine. My Twitter is at SKYZOO. My Instagram is at SKYZOO the writer. But the most important link is the Bandcamp link and the hypnot.com link where you can go purchase the record and the CDs and the T-shirts and all that. So that's the most important link to me.
Word up. There you go. Guys, again, thank you. Send those instrumentals and acapellas over. And yeah, again, we appreciate you guys' continued success, and we'll hope to see. I hope to see you guys out here in the West Coast soon.
Absolutely, let's do it, man. Let's get back that way. We was there about a month ago, so we down to get back that way and knock something out, man.
Yeah, we were just there. Yeah.
You got to stop by our school. I don't know if you know the Beat Junkies. We got our own DJ school.
No, I didn't know that, man. I would love to do that. I would love to get with you. Let's get together offline and talk about how we can contribute to that and do certain whatever it is, anything dealing with education with the kids, whatever it might be. I'm all for that, man. So we'll wrap offline for that for sure.
That's all right. We'll keep in touch with you, man. So,
Word
guys,
up.
Thank you, guys. Everyone, please in the chat room.
Thank you, fellas.
Yes, put a fire emoji for our special guest SKYZOO and Joe from the other guys, y'all. So
peace and love, y'all.
Yeah,
peace.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Man, that was it. Man,
that was dope, Rhett. Nice one, man.
Yeah, that was really dope, man. I mean,
yeah, actually, yeah, they were. I think they played at damn, what's that one? That one venue in LA.
Catch. They were at Catch. One.
Yeah, Catch One. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't make the show.
I was probably doing errands for moms.
Errands.
Man,
you know what's crazy is just to hear how fast SKYZOO works, like how fast he writes, like 9 days, 11 days just to knock out like a whole album, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's been doing it for a while, but yeah, just the fact that he's like, yeah, you're right. He just knocks them out. I mean, I've heard stories, like from people we know, common and stuff like that we say, like, he's been doing a lot of ghostwriting. I'm not going to say who it is and stuff like that, but I've heard who he wrote for, at least try to submit lyrics for and stuff like that. And they said amazing things about him and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, some people are just blessed with that talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could make quicker beats like you and stuff like that. So,
oh man, no, but you know what it is? Like I think with beats, like sometimes it's just like you just get lucky sometimes, and you find the right drums with the right sample, and then everything else kind of happens. But there's days where I'll make a beat and it just sounds crappy, and that's it. Like you just kind of throw it away, you know what I mean?
Or you just be like someone like Madlib who makes 30 beats a day. It's like it's nothing and stuff. So
I know, right?
Yeah. Speaking of like, let's get into some new music and stuff like that. I got speaking of Madlib, I got this. I'm gonna start it off with some new Talib Kweli and Madlib from Liberation 2, man. Can we do that?
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear that. So, I'll put you in the green room. You go ahead, drink your hot tea, and then we'll come back like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
Make some noise for Brooklyn's finest, Talib Kweli.
Hey, I should say, this should be him now. Let's welcome to the program.
Go. I'm having the best year ever. Already wanted the best, but I just get better. Watch out for the setup. Charlatans in they funny outfits and get-ups. I'm about to make y'all get up. I'm about to make y'all get up. Whatever. And yo, it just don't let up. The music that make you invest your cheddar. I know it's largely meta, but the bars be hotter than the Cosby sweater. Probably the first one was free though. Music ain't for the money, it's for the people. Put your belly ache in the coffin up for the sequel, please. You for the people, but musicians can't eat though. I don't really care how you might feel, unless you're gonna put in on this light bill. My advice, chill. I'm holding out for the right deal. Me and Madlib serve it up like a nice meal. So why you at Burger King ordering horse meat? Be at the Four Seas with chicks who got drama tea and North. They don't know who that is. Slow, so buttery is talk. The flow more gutter than where the dogs be. Off at the Irish coffee, we getting saucy. Lost in translation, we wasted sipping Centauri.
On the program tonight. Hey, well, thanks for coming on the program. I appreciate it.
This the best year ever. Already one of the best, but it'll just get better. Watch out for the setup. Charlatans and they funny outfits and get ups. Hey, yo, I'm making y'all get up. I'm about to make y'all get up.
DJ Deluxe.
Yo, Redman in the building, you already know Jersey's fucking finest, and you're listening to Beat Junkies Radio. You motherfucker, you.
You gotta rap on this shit. I'm gonna rap on the one you got. That'll be nasty.
Just hook it all up.
That'll be nasty.
The one, which one? Let me see.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. And then do the.
Yeah. Just loop that. Keep looping that. Exactly.
Artists living comfortably. Yeah, leave it flat. Never seen before or heard in this fashion. Convert the work to magic. Bury a beat 6 feet. Pour dirt in a casket. Hard to imitate, I'm cut from a certain fabric. My shirt and slacks, 30 racks. Plus the fur jacket, no turning back. No turning back. Forward motion, I pour mimosas. Got me more in focus. Got my foot inside the door, then tore it open. Now we going dumb, throwing money. I'm from the Sunshine State. When I eat, I need a plus-size plate. The main event is this. My jewelry look like the Great Adventure Slick. Promoters paint a stencil on a brick with my insignia. You made a little splash in a wave pool. I'm even drippier. Shoot out the lights, I'm putting 50 up. Then hang my jersey in the rafters right next to Hit. Hopping out the Trans Am, flexing a fit. Fuck all the talk, just cut the check and split. Floor seats while I'm sipping. My pina colada was dripping on my pippin'. But I never get to slipping in the darkness. You never catch me slipping in the darkness.
Never catch me slipping. Never. Alchemist over a Hit Boy beat, Hit Boy over an Alchemist beat. Let's do it. I'm not for everybody, but I am who I am. I am what I am. No back and forth, no more than Pam. TSA gotta check my wrist, and all they can say is damn. When you move how you wanna move, you gon' make somebody mad. My nigga, I'm the best student Kanye ever had. Fell out with certain niggas fast, cause I push it on blast. That's how you smother out the nonsense. I'm hungry as a hostage. They hit me with the blockage, but I made it out the gauntlet. Took short but long trips. What I know for sure is this: niggas will backstab you way quicker than they'll stab for you. And that might be more soulful than going to churches after church. You cross your man, but what was it worth? You died with a chain and running your hearse. I guess I'm not the type of nigga you say congrats to. Still put the shit on my back and my shoulders if I have to. I'm thinking both of these two cities should go build my statue. Pasadena and Fontana, I brought chips back through. They thought they knew my sound, I leveled up, I'm highly blessed. Add me on your IG while you play this on your project steps. 2 feet on the concrete, somehow niggas thought I lost my step. Till I did them Nas projects, this time you cannot deflect. I am who I am, I'm never slipping in the darkness. In this all-white lamb, I'm never slipping in the darkness. But they bringing me to the darkness. Look, I'm usually homeboys with producers I get compared to. But on this one, I wanna see him stretched out, extra leg room. I don't really know dude, he seemed like a cool cat. But I never once heard Metro Boomin do boom bap. I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. HB in drunk driver mode, I swerve in every lane with it. I fuck with Mustard, he could make that ratchet shit with his eyes closed. But now I'm starting to wonder, can that nigga chop soul? I just seen Young Bird spoke on the wave. I should do him like Trick and snatch hit out his name. I had to code it the game, I had to code it for days. I'm like Debo on his cruiser, how you got no credits without co-producers? Time to get these niggas the royal flush, no rotor. It's Hit Boy bucking, just so you niggas know the shooter. Jug season, I'm in the A playing young scooter. Needed to see me in broad day from the walkway. This feel like childhood summer trips. I've been a modest supplicant. They robbed you for publishing. That feel like a punishment. How people only met once don't look like none of us. Moving with this wild behavior, that shit that shattered my trust. Built 1,000,000 statues in my likeness, and I ain't dissing on nobody. I ain't even write this. It came to me in a dream. dream they had it out for hit. So I freestyled this verse over the Alchemist.
Hit boy! I know it's been a while. I've been sleeping on some gems too. But Greg Street's question of the day today is, how do you know everything? And you ain't never did shit. How you got all the answers, but you ain't never did nothing?
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo, this Napoleon, the legend, aka Pharaoh Gama, the black pharaoh with ammo. You're now rocking with RHETTMATIC of the infamous beat junkies.
Sound check.
Let's get into the mix. Yeah. This joint right here is called Gorbachev Wallets. But boy, Napoleon the legend, Amerigo Gazaway. And once again, you're checking out
Sound check.
The crew is
How I seen it, yo. Exactly how I seen it in a dream, yo. Exactly how I seen it in a dream, yo. Kaleidoscope of hope music. Exactly how I seen it in a dream, yo. Kaleidoscope of hope music. Exactly how I seen it in a dream, yo. Kaleidoscope of hope music. Exactly how I seen it in a dream, yo. Kaleidoscope of Napoleon the legend. Napoleon the legend. Napoleon the legend. Napoleon the legend. I bring it live. Kill Gorbachev Wallace, Michelle Obama on the side bopping, dropping projects since the global warming started. It's so cathartic, sowing seeds inside my garden, growing out of bondage. You can't knock it when it's so honest, just the illest building together. Fair weather friends get the Mayweather just for fair measure. I'm a rare treasure, in the midst of crisis, I'm just getting nicer. Going over heads like original M. Bison, Michael Eric Dyson, and Allen Iverson. Both in Georgetown, converted on a fourth down. Now we tour bound, straight line, not up nor down. Mature sound for adult motherfuckers who love it. We dug it a little deeper while they scratched the surface. A lot of people back to work, but still a lack of purpose. These rappers catching L's like Mac Ferguson. I'm back murking everything I tap like it's my last day on earth. It's that urgent. Do what you gotta do, God. 1 or 2 jobs, a side hustle, what you do to survive. They try to make it seem glamorous, but behind the scenes it's scandalous. It's time to man up, shut up and handle it. For real, king, do what you gotta do, God. 1 or 2 jobs, a side hustle, what you do to survive. They try to make it seem glamorous, but behind the scenes it's scandalous. It's time to man up, shut up and handle it.
Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. You know why? DJ Premier. Yo, 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 yo. That's a lot of yo's. You know why? Cause I said yo. DJ Premier. Beat Junkie Radio. These guys fuck with Records. You guys fuck with caca. That's bullshit. Get the fuck off the fucking set. Unless you got vinyl in your hands. And some needles. Can't scratch without them. One love, y'all.
Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Cliche, but the truth never decay. Sun ray illuminate the gray. Crack the safe, unlock the attaché case. Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Cliche, but the truth never decay. Sun ray illuminate the gray. Crack the safe, unlock the attaché case. Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Cliche, but the truth never decay. Sun ray illuminate the gray. Crack the safe, unlock the attaché case. Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Cliche, but the truth never decay. Sun illuminate the gray. Crack. Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Cliche, but the truth never decay. Sun ray illuminate the gray. Crack the safe, unlock the attaché case. Roll out the red carpet. I write sharp, recite sharp in order to make another deposit. Salute the sergeant, turn the mic on again. Showtime, Mr. Dynamite, Napoleon. Short-term goals in the long-term for the win. Drop something whenever I pick up the pen. Not the usual thing we choose to bring. Type of joint, leave the comp in the losing ring. Take a look around, who's pulling the string? Yo. Wind underneath the wing, turbulent, make the adjective noun and verb fit. Mathematic, master class, craft.
Hey, yo, time keeps on slipping. New ways to innovate, lines get written. You're waiting too long, now get out of that position. See, louder than the bomb, yo, second hand was ticking. Listen, time keeps on slipping. New ways to innovate, lines get written. You're waiting too long, now get out of that position. Louder than the life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Let me explain, my patience is gone. See, life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Let me explain, my patience is gone. See, life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Let me explain, my patience is gone. See, life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Life goes on, time keeps slipping away. Let me explain, my patience is gone. So you messing with a rattlesnake, you better move on. See, I'm all around the world and it's the same old song. Yo, till the break of dawn, had to weather the storm. Friends carry hate, pack bags and moved on. So I stepped my game up, I turned the switch on. Yo, I never skipped the beat, see I was on a mission. Yo, I stopped at Yukon at the Red Octagon. Playing Shaka Khan, word born, had to hit the horn. See the car in the front, see they was taking too long. Switching lanes in the thing, gotta turn up the song. Hey yo, I remember when they said that I do not belong. Now they hit me on my phone saying they was dead wrong. See, I'm working on a song, and can I get a verse? I hit them with the feet, feel the agony disperse. Then you don't stop, keeps on slipping. New ways to innovate, lines get written. You're waiting too long, now get out of that position. See, louder than the bomb, yo, second hand was ticking. Listen, time keeps on slipping. New ways to innovate, lines get written. You're waiting too long, now get out of that position. Louder than the bomb, yo, second hand was ticking. Listen.
Soundcheck.
Super swerve, them bitches on my block got super nerve. Super swerve, them bitches on my block got super nerve. Super swerve, them bitches on my block got super nerve. Super swerve, them bitches on my block got. Super swerve, them bitches on my block got super nerve. Slauson, that's a super curve. If you ever roll up, you get super served. Served up with two simple words. Blew out, cause whoever step up just got blew out.
thought he would stay, I turn around and blew out. It's a brand new day, you can see the blue out. No gray, no way you can take blue out the lab unless it's smashed in the stage and blew out. Big bank cash in hand and blew out. Anybody that's trying to take blew out on a date you could bet she met. Blew out in the city and left the titty pulled out. Don't trip, got the ice tonight, so cool out. Cause you know the price is right, it blues out.
Big, we on hit. No glitch, little mama, get stressed lift. We're mobbing with real pimps. No glitch, close your lids. Just picture my Nick Swift dip like it's with Fresh Prince. Money, no fraud, shit. SBR, nah, shit. Yeah, San Pedro. Hey yo, 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 hey yo.
You and Wu-Tang is for what? Static. You and Wu-Tang is for what?
Static, you a beast, bro.
You and Wu-Tang is for what?
Static.
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 You and Wu-Tang, you and Wu-Tang, you and Wu-Tang, you and Wu-Tang, you and Wu-Tang is for what?
Static, you a beast, bro. Cashmere peacoat, fella caught a fortune on casino. Rigging out, I'm giving out free smoke. Cashmere peacoat, fella caught a fortune on casino. Rigging out, I'm giving out free smoke. Cashmere peacoat, fella caught a fortune on casino. Rigging out, I'm giving out free smoke. Cashmere peacoat, fella caught a fortune on casino. Cashmere peacoat, fella caught a fortune on casino. Rigging out, I'm giving out free smoke. Hater love to doubt ace. I live in the kitchen baking pound cakes. Supreme clientele, never clout chase. Global mogul, ex-lover, I ain't trying to hold you. Watch me gain power like I changed in the phone booth. Low brim, soldier slim, cover me, I'm going in. Fucking with him, they gon' notify your closest kin. Static on the track like an old dusty 45. Static on my back, back to old rusty 45. You caught the vibe, that's on any given Sunday. Ready with the drum play, I'm heavy with the feng shui. I must say I'm up now. In spite of all my goals, they tried to shut down. I'm still worth millies on the bus down. So savage, total my average, that's goat status. Addicts, feeling for these lines, that's a coke habit.
Yo, ghost lethal, like the diamonds on a handle on a desert eagle. I pop like an old record with a thin needle. I got verses in the safe written in Hebrew. Back the fuck up, I'll catch a bullhead we call Onyx. Once in a while, get my dick sucked. Yeah, listening to Delphonics. Old rituals, make it until it's visual. How you gonna kill a ghost, knowing he's invisible? Every time I fly, I'm leaving my host miserable. I'll be back like my money on residuals. Space table, cutting everything fatal. Yeah, stronger than whiskey, lemon 7 and Quaaludes. Yeah. Had 1,000 wallows on the cover of my debut. Daytona 500 in a Babe Ruth. 95, the first nigga with a Jesus. I jumped ship, I chose Tito's over Grey Goose.
What we doing? We caught him in chase, pulling them new ones. The chain with the sheepdog on. Reasley brewing these individuals who got change, you barely know them. Since my nigga took off the stocking caps, like cooling your fire sour with gasoline burners. Light up, any microphone in the mix get lit right up. Kip power, everything is sell for a sick dollar. Crashing up Cullinan's Royce, give me a holler on the greatness. Sorta like tapes in the Matrix. Old butter soft shit on, you know the way bitches, the pharaohs. Only rock gold at the galas. Champagne wars with sneaky whores, we smell them. Rip rap, any adversary, I twist that. All I need to get is a drum dick and a kickback. You know the niggas, yup, boom niggas. When it cut apart, the shit is pocket shit.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, right? Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, right? Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, right?
I thought it like this, son.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, right?
I thought it like this, son. 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 I thought it like this, son.
Check the credits. Every line of connect, my lips just perfect. Serving justice when we bust this. Truest to the culture, true is how I feel. Time is of the essence, motherfuckers. No homage. Truest to the culture, true is how I feel. Time is of the essence, motherfuckers. No homage. Truest to the culture, true is how I feel. Time is of the essence, motherfuckers. No homage. Truest to the culture, true is how I feel. Time is of the essence, motherfuckers. No homage. Truest to 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 the culture, true is how I feel. Time is of the essence, motherfuckers know the deal. Yo, we store the tape recorder, man, just to be involved. Ain't no nickel downs and quarters, man, we out to get it all. Started on Biggie tapes, beats to Biggie Smalls. Now we rocking with the crowd to get a yes, yes, yo. Time for the reckoning, press just let the record spit. Rapping and we running shit is capital punishment. Glamorous and kind of shit, they feeling and loving it. It was written to be infamous, sticking to the simpletons. Still ain't nothing to fuck with like 36. Water full of chocolate, man, your shit it doesn't mix. Daily on my grind like it's 1999. Watch it on the fro like it's me against the world. My legacy behind for the children and the youth. Mastering my craft for the moment of truth.
I thought it like this, son.
Check the credits. Every line of connect, my literature's perfect. Serving justice when we bust this. Yo.
Teenage in the golden era, witness the dome and terror. Quillary eagle, write classics with a golden feather. After old school pioneers rock golden leather, we rock red, black, and green with a soul endeavor. Africa medallions, native tongue, I was sprung on Moni Love. Ex-clan KRS, you must learn. That big Punisher, the illest Puerto Rican. Sorta remember creeping to the Bronx to Major Deegan. To where it all began, got me thinking the complexity of incredible bars and murder speaking. The MC created by the DJ. The B-boy graph writers, all the skills we display. Hip-hop's a culture that saved my life. And I fuck a lot of hoes, but rap's my wife. And that's my stage, and that's my mic. Salute the foundation, made the sacrifice.
I thought it like this, son.
Check the credits. Every line of connect, my literature's perfect. Serving justice when we bust this.
Yeah, once again, you're checking out Soundcheck, RHETMATIC D Styles. Another new joint from Liberation 2. It's called One for Biz by Tyler Quali, Madlib featuring Wild Child and Q-Tip. Once again, you're checking out
Soundcheck.
Can't touch me. Them can't hold me, them people can't hold me. Them can't touch me, them people can't touch me. Them can't hold me, them people can't hold me. Them can't touch me, them people can't touch me. Them can't hold me, them people can't hold me. Them can't touch me, them people can't touch me. Them can't hold me, them people can't hold me. Them can't touch me, them people can't touch me. They can't hold me, them people can't. Them can't touch me, them people can't touch me. Them can't hold me, them people can't hold me. Them can't touch me, the people can't touch me. Can't hold me, the people can't. Yes, y'allin', what a nice evening. To go for what I know, do on the show for you. Yes, y'allin', what a nice evening. To go for what I know, do on the show for you. Yes, y'allin', what a night. Yes, y'allin', what a... Yes, 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 yes. Yes, y'allin', what a nice evening. To go for what I know, do on the show for human beings.
y'allin'. What a nice evening to go for what I know, doing a show for human beings. Past it for the weighing, I'm never obeying. A different type of rapper language I am displaying for all the party people, but especially the kinfolk. Watch some culture vultures try to copy like Kinkos. I'm foolish with the stupid flow, I'm fluid, plus I'm handsome. Otis make the music the coldest, hold them for ransom. I'm out of my cocoon like I'm doomed, doing accordion. Bare feet stomping the ground like Zulu warrior sound. Fuck around, it's your favorite MC. It's the original Tyler Quali, I'm confident, never cocky. I promise I'm never running forever, clever and cunning. Just here to let you know, you get punched in the face. The Biz Mark taught me how to rock a show. As long as you know.
Just here to let you know, like that you're not gonna have fun and not be number one. Just here to let you know who's like fun in the place and every man that I perform with you a show that you know.
Yo, you know me as the W, the I, the L, the D, and the child on Talib connect with Mad Lib for these human beings. From alternative to rock, I play music to make them shout. From the licks and loop pack when they say turn the party out. Party rap once meant to take it back, let's get it done. When you hear that wild child best run, take away your best rum. J to the CK, you know that's me. Hold up, spin a leg, run it back, this Mad Lib beat is so unique. Don't let me run into them cans, cause I don't be caring. I rock so I can city rock with me, y'all. I'm done comparing the West to the rest, long as the passport stamp. Bucket list is Cairo, Bangladesh, long as the crowd's ants. Pardon the way I talk places, I'm soon to rockin'. Connect the rum and Nando sponsorship, the beat knockin'. Soundman said it's showtime. Thought he meant Laker Nation, but what he meant was give these heads a small dose of that liberation. That's why we here to be like letting you know it. Mad Lib's highly recognized as one of the king of beat flowing. Making beat boys and girls dance with a lot of enjoyment. We the best people for this type of employment, that's why.
Nobody beats the lips, nobody beats the lips. Nobody beats the lips, nobody beats the lips. Nobody beats the lips, nobody beats the lips. Nobody beats the lips, nobody beats the lips.
Oh yeah, it's real. You see it everywhere, man. Cats flow. Oh yeah, it's real. You see it everywhere, man. Cats flow. Oh yeah, it's real. You see it everywhere, man. Cats flow. Oh yeah, it's real. You see it everywhere, man. Cats flow all over the internet.
Sound check.
Fake level for secure status. The average cat couldn't wrap this mathematics around his cabbage. Massive thoughts, gotta get this paper up. Civilized and savage and pursue this with this madness. In real estate, plus he still feel the weight of the jewels. Rope around his neck, so symbolic to a noose. Modern day holiday blues. Strange fruit dangling in the illest designer clothes. Mega bill foes, always get the deal closed. Living on the edge, whoop, man, that was real close. Cars and women, his main vices. The night shift, new day, new whip, new chick. This life is priceless. As he thought, living so young and bold. Never would have known he'd get old, alone and cold. It's not a story about another lonely soul, just a gift telling you love and life's worth more than gold. They just floss it, money they toss it, but it never land on the meaningful things. Material objects, their main concept. My spot is on level up and manifesting dreams. I don't watch no other has pockets. I just know the time and the tickets talking. I just know the time and the tickets talking. I just know the time.
I slam over tracks like an out of control train. Hit you in the head, my thought just like, hey yo, I slam over tracks like an out of control train. Hit you in the head, my thought just like, hey yo, I slam over tracks like an out of control train. Hit you in the head, my thought just like cocaine. Wake you up from a dead sleep. Hey yo, I slam over tracks like an out of control train. Hit you in the head, my thought just like cocaine. Wake you up from a dead sleep, words of power. Put knowledge in your head like a meteor shower. Check out the black and the brown nation uniting together. Coming back for the land like the United States treasure. Angel and Capadon put the passion upon her. Make the ladies go wild and chase that anaconda. Ganja, put it in your lyrics, it's so high. Now you wanna come back down like, oh, I feel so good like method to cow. Got your posse in your whole hood loving our style. Jumping all over the stage like little Bow Wow. While my dogs get cream, let the cats meow. Wu-Tang and them power moves, ain't no stopping us now. We like
Yo. That's a lot of yo. You know why? Cause I said yo. DJ Premier.
Beat Junkie Radio.
These guys fuck with records. You guys fuck with caca. That's bullshit. Get the fuck off the fucking set. Unless you got vinyl in your hands. And some needles. Can't scratch without them. One love, y'all.
Yes, we like to say happy 57th birthday to the one and only, the great DJ Premier. It's his birthday today.
For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. My niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. My niggas in the bridge.
1 2 1 2.
How I hip hop.
1 2 1 2.
How I hip hop.
1 1 1 1 2 1 2.
How I hip hop.
Yo.
For my niggas in the bridge.
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 Go.
For my niggas in the bridge.
Yo.
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 For my niggas in the bridge.
First off, I wanna thank the pioneers for making this possible. Fake humbleness, snake dummy shit isn't. First off, I wanna thank the pioneers for making it possible. Fake humbleness, snake dummy shit isn't. First off, I wanna thank the pioneers for making this possible. Fake humbleness, snake dummy shit isn't. First off, I wanna thank the pioneers for making this possible. First off, I wanna thank the pioneers for making this possible. Fake humbleness, snake dummy shit is intolerable. Living by principle, staying honorable. Women in swimming suits by the pool. I'ma slide with a few. Every chance I'm spoiled. No enhancement pill, no deer antler oil, and they panties for soil. I know some niggas that'll damage a squad. You amateurs play with it, man. I send savages charge. It ain't no sit downs, too late to fix it. You about to take a visit to your maker. Ass kissing don't make a difference. Cash giving might give you a pass. You can pay me, but I'm too rich now, so all that money you can save it. So get down on the pavement, hanging with Nas, so your homies, how your day went. Rocking with Preem is nothing short of amazing. Feel me, I boosted the street rap, the truth of a beach rap. The earth been here over a billion years, deep rap. That new S-Class riding music with your seat back. I'm the student who grew up to teach rap. These facts, this that Nas with his teeth crack. I spark their retreats back. The smooth criminal on beat breaks, beat breaks.
How I hip hop.
Yo.
For my niggas in the bridge.
Yo.
For my niggas in the bridge.
Yo.
For my niggas in the bridge.
Yo.
My niggas
in the bridge. When I'm
for my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. My niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. My niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. For my niggas in the bridge. My niggas in the bridge.
Yeah. We also like to say happy birthday to another great. Same birthday as Primo. Happy birthday to the mad scientist, the one they call Large Professor. And once again, you're checking out
Soundcheck.
Attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live with the hardcore. Do not attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live with the hardcore. Do not attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live with the hardcore. Do not attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live. Do not attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live with the hardcore style. Fresh new kicks in the all-star glow. I'm up in the mix, this Paul, Large Pro. Straight out the gate with the fabulous track. And my devastating rhymes get the platinum plaque. For the underground world, every street and borough. Even out of state, Large here to reach new levels. No doubt, came from out the dungeons of rap. Making use of the brain that was under the cap. Used to dig them dames that was from Iraq. Was out on vacation, but now I'm back. With the stick, drive and dive. Gotta be live, breathe life in the speaker. And try to revive this game. Cast is laying under the fork. I'ma always reign, cause I'm from New York. And I'm radioactive. 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 I don't sleep, wink or nod. Matter of fact, I'll be up going hard while you flat on your back. Concrete street trooper with a made up mind. And it really don't matter the date or time. I'm authentic, believe me, I walk within it. Every day, style fresh, kid, yours is in it. Get a paint job, ain't y'all sick of frontin'? Keep it up, in a minute, I'm gonna hit the button. On this planet, youngsters, you could can it. Worldwide, from the Pacific to the Atlantic. Got it locked in, sewn with the hem and cuff. Everybody that go to the gym ain't tough. Let me tell you, been a success, not a failure. Now I'm somewhere cooling out in Australia, showing y'all people how the things get done. When you stick to the roots, having great big fun, you're now radioactive. 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 Like a new jet, 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 a new jet.
Yeah, and we're back. So, let me bring back these styles here. Yeah.
Man, a lot of dope new music right there, right?
Yeah. I mean, of course.
And some classics.
And some classics and stuff, you know. We got to say happy birthday to the one and only DJ Premier and Large Professor.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got, man. Yeah, I had to play a lot of new joints. So many joints came out in the last 2 weeks, D. I'm saying.
I mean, it's just crazy that, you know, just the whole output of music in general. You know what I mean? With this whole streaming thing. I mean, you know, some albums never make it to vinyl.
Yeah.
But there's just so much music that comes out digitally, right?
Hard to catch up. But the good thing about it, I mean, the good thing about it, we try to do our best to put it up on beatjunkies.com.
Yep. Definitely check out beatjunkies.com, the illest record pool right there. You get a lot of indie hip hop right there. And we do have a 2-for-1 special going on. If you join beatjunkies.com record pool for 1 year, you also get beatjunkies.tv, our online DJ school for 1 year. You get that for free. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Can't beat that. 2-for-1.
2-for-1, man. Let me do a quick recap, right?
Okay, yeah.
On what you played. You started off with Best Year Ever by Talib Kweli and Madlib. And that was a video too. That was crazy.
Yeah.
After that was Slipping in the Darkness by Hit Boy and the Alchemist video. Another dope collab right there. After that was Gorbachev Wallets by Napoleon the Legend, Amerigo Gazaway featuring A1. Next was Slip in Time by Kev Brown and Jay Cyanide right there. After that was No Glitch by Prometheus featuring Blue and MED, the video.
Yep.
Shout out to Mark Ford who filmed that video right there.
Oh, yeah.
Next was Unpredictable by Static Selector featuring Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, and Method Man.
And I forgot to put Raekwon. Raekwon was on.
Yeah. I noticed that too. After that was Pay Homage by Mike Bless featuring Raz Kaz. Next was One for Biz by Talib Kweli and Madlib featuring Wild Child and Q-Tip. So I have a question. Q-Tip, was he the one at the very end who was doing TJ Swan?
Yeah, he was doing the hook.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah, it was off the album Liberation 2, which is out right now. But ironically, you only can get it. You can listen to it if you sign up for Luminaries. It's an app that Kweli, Mos Def, and Dave Chappelle has. They do do their podcast, but then they also that's where you can get the new Black Star album. That's the only way you can get it. They're not. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I had to pull some strings to play some of these joints and stuff. So.
Right. All right. After that was Floss by John Robinson and Figure B. I'm gonna just say Figure B.
Figure B.
Yeah, because I'll mess up the name.
Right.
After that was Yasuke by Capadonna and Shaka Amazulu. After that, Beat Breaks by Nas and DJ Premier, of course. And last but not least, Radioactive by Large Professor.
Yeah, I had to play those two joints since it's their birthday today and stuff. You know, it's only right.
Definitely. Man, yeah, it's a trip seeing Large Professor without the glasses too. Right?
that's like an old video right there.
Right.
Damn,
that's a dope song, man. Yeah, shit, I forgot how dope that song was right there.
Yeah, that was like, if you really think about it, that's like one of those dope songs you can actually just get busy, doing doubles and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Man, D, so we got another dope show in the can.
Yeah, man. Good shit, right?
Man. So I guess we do have another show coming up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Our next guest. Usually we have to hold off on it, but we got it locked down and stuff.
Okay, it's confirmed. Yep.
Yeah. So our next guest is another indie artist by the name of Priest the Nomad.
Priest the Nomad from DC as well, right?
I believe so. I think he's from DC. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, we've been playing some of his joints on the show and stuff like that. So
yeah, definitely.
So, but we do got some big other acts. I won't say big other acts, but we got a lot of quality acts, a lot of guests lined up. I forgot to tell you too, B. I just lined up another guest for May, so you're gonna be like, oh, word?
Oh, what? All right.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I mean, it starts with an S, so it's not Shortcut though.
I already know. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Starts with the S. All right.
It starts with S. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, man. So join us next in 2 weeks, Priest the Nomad, and then we do have another special guest after that.
Too soon to say.
Yeah, too soon. Anything coming up for you, D?
Nah, nothing really. Oh, well, nah. I mean, yes and no, but I'll put it on my own social just to announce.
Right.
But yeah, I got some stuff dropping.
Okay. Oh, you always got some stuff dropping. You're always dropping shit like with bird turd or something, man.
Bird turd.
Oh man. Yeah, man. So thanks you guys. Man, shout outs to our special guest SKYZOO and Joe from the other guys, man.
Mighty Joe.
Mighty Joe. That's a good. We had to call him start calling him Mighty Joe. So, yeah, SKYZOO, Joe, send us the instrumentals, acapellas too. Shit. So, but I guess it's that time for us to call it a night.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, wait, what do you have coming up? You have anything coming up?
Well, actually, yeah, in April 22nd. I might as well just let the cat out the bag. So if you guys are in LA on Saturday, April 22nd, we're doing a special Q&A listening party at the Beat Junkie Institute of Sound for the RHETTMATIC. So Jay Rawls will be in town. We'll be doing a Q&A, and then we just planned it actually just after this morning, D. You know, I mean, you know already, but we actually gonna do an after party at a Scala right after the in Koreatown, right after we do the Q&A at BGIOS.
Oh, does that mean you guys are gonna perform at a Scala? Like,
well, we're gonna
some songs.
We're actually gonna do a little performance at the school.
At the school, oh.
But we're gonna do a little celebration at a Scala.
Well, I know we have the technology to live stream from the school, so how about we live stream that on Twitch as well?
Actually, that might be a good idea,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we will be selling also merchandise. For sure. We'll definitely have limited edition cassette and CDs exclusively on Beat Junkie Sound, and hopefully the vinyl. I'm crossing fingers, D.
I'm pretty sure we'll have the vinyl by then.
I'm crossing fingers because you know, D. It's always unpredictable these days.
True that, but I have faith. I think vinyl will be in hand by then.
Okay. Yeah. So if you guys are in LA, come through. We might have to live stream it from the school, and then for those who are in town, we're gonna do an after party over at Escala over in Koreatown. It's in conjunction with our alumni program, the after school special with some of our alumni students that graduated from the school, and they're going to be DJing and stuff. But
that's right.
Yeah. So and then of course J Rawls will be spinning too as well.
Yep.
Yeah. And then shouts to OG Chino for letting us do that over there. But and then also. Oh yeah, the week before we're gonna be at NAMM. Well, I don't know about you, D. You might be out and you might be traveling. You might be traveling like with Short or something. I don't know.
No, Short will be at NAMM, but I'll be at home.
Oh yeah, sure. You think so? Should we make a bet? I don't know, man.
Short will be at NAMM.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know, man. Yeah. He might be in, I don't know, Saudi Arabia or something. I mean, he's in Asia right now, isn't he?
I believe so. I think he's in Japan. Yeah.
Is he? That guy. Yeah. So, but yeah, guys. Again, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 2 weeks, same bat time, same bat channel. With our special guest, Priest the Nomad. And hey, do you want to, before we go, should we do some shout outs in the chat room?
Oh, you know what? My phone is dead right now, so I don't have. I don't. No, seriously, I don't have access to my to the chat thing.
Let me see who you got. We got. Oh, shouts to $20 Julio in the house.
Julio.
Yep. Who else? Rio Justinia, Matt Tattooist, Akas in the house.
Akas.
DJ Invisible. He's wondering what song is playing. That is a Kev Brown beat, especially only us have it. Haha. Vladdy Dotty in the house. Surfette one, of course. Funk Heavy G. Who else we got here? NJ2 AK always in the house. DJ Innovations 23. Of course, shouts to Mike C in the house.
Mike C.
Buddy Lee in a place to be.
Oh, Buddy Lee.
Oh shit! Is that DJ Caviar? Is that who I?
Cavi?
I don't
Australia?
know. Is that man? I wonder if it is. Who else? Data Manzan. DJ Killer Kowalski. Of course, shout outs to Sharif, who's been hooking us up with guests. Who else on the YouTube? We got Crow Cool, Matt Brooks, ZJ the Man, JP. Yeah. So once again, people, thank you for always tuning in. You could be anywhere with watching other shows and stuff, but you're stuck with D&E.
Man, now I want to watch Snowfall, man. I want to get into that now.
You know what, D? I think you enjoyed that show. Being that how you're very...
Yeah, if there's crime and murder, I think I'll be into it.
Oh, so much crime. I mean, come on, man. This is the guy that made this album would like Snowfall. I mean,
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I gotta peep that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, people, we'll see you in 2 weeks. If not, homeroom. Shouts to all the homerooms. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
And we'll check you out soon. And we're out. Peace.